Welcome to this week's episode of Local Threads. I'm Molly, your host, and this week I'm sitting down with Julian de la Garza, also known as Julian II. If you're in the goth space, if you like to dress goth, or you're alternative, or you just love a really cool statement ring or a piece of jewelry, Julian II is a brand that you probably already know, and if you don't, let me put you on. Julian is from Providence, the once famed jewelry capital of the world, and we're going to talk about his journey, everything he has going on, and a little more about him. So let's get into it. Welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh my God. We had a recording mishap, you guys. Sorry. You wouldn't know that if I didn't say that, though. Whoops.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, straight up. How was your morning?
Oh, super chill.
Yeah.
My morning was actually really boring, but I tried to condense it all and just get a quick workout in before I came over here. So
Yeah.
I woke up nice and late, like 10 o'clock, I think.
I'd already fell down the stairs by then.
Solid. You probably get up a lot earlier than I do. So.
Yeah, 4 a.m. But then if I'm not recording, I'm taking a nap.
Mhm.
Like, it's happening. I think I sleep in I think maybe 4 hours at night and then maybe 2 hours during the day.
Okay. What time does your husband get up for work? Because I feel like, does that change your schedule at all?
No, he's not up very early. He gets up at 7.
Oh, okay. I mean, that seems like early to me. So.
Well, for me, I've lived a whole life by then.
Yeah,
And it's so
4
weird. I
a.m.
never was a morning person.
Yeah.
I worked night shift or even overnights a lot, and so it's weird that I can't sleep in now.
The curse of I don't want to say this like it's a bad thing, but getting older, I
Yeah.
feel like it becomes easier to wake up early. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Like I really am trying to dial it back. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, it kind of seems fun and lawless if you can stay up late
Yes,
and sleep
yeah, I
in,
suppose.
because for me, I'm like, by the time it gets dark, I'm like, well, I guess I'll go to bed.
Yeah. No, I feel like once summer ended, because I was really good about waking up early, or earlier than I am now. And then once summer ended and it became September, I was just like, all right, sleeping in till noon some days. And in the jewelry world, my caster works from 7 a.m. to 4.
Oh yeah.
And so and they close on Fridays at noon. So if I wake up at noon on a Friday, I can't even pick up castings or anything like that. So I really need to dial it back because the jewelry world runs on a completely different schedule than I do.
Yeah. This morning was fucking chaotic. And Julian's already heard this story.
You got to tell it again, though.
You might wonder, what the hell is Molly doing? Well, Molly's up probably pretty early, drinking coffee, lets her dogs out, locks herself out of the house, and then has to find a way to break back in the house. And that's what I was doing this morning. No shoes on. Okay, that was crazy. Got over that hump. Then I have to go get ready for the podcast. And I get dressed. And then I'm like, all right, I'm making good time. I'm going to go drop off my keys for the old studio and literally fall down the stairs.
Oh, my God.
So I think it was probably better when I told it the first time. So sorry, you guys. It's not as funny now, but I hope you're laughing.
That is an insane morning.
I know.
I mean, starting at 4 just to get to that point and then.
Yeah. Literally, I'm just glad, knock on wood, I don't have any. I'm just glad I didn't fall in the shower or something, because that's even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty
It's
bad.
very geriatric coded, I'm like, I'm not ready for that.
Help,
but
I've fallen and I can't get up.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, you're from Providence,
Yes.
born and raised?
No, I was born in Schenectady, New York, actually.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's that popular from?
Um,
Cheese? No.
I don't think so.
I'm thinking of somewhere else.
It's just upstate. I think it's near-ish Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
We drove because we did a road trip to Kentucky
Mhm.
to pick up my stepdaughter this past summer, and we drove like sort of through Schenectady, and it was like there's nothing there, but it was nice, but like
like the town name triggered like a memory of like some old cheese commercial.
oh, that's funny.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe I don't know anything.
I
was
don't
only
know.
there till
I'm
I was
probably
2.
thinking of something else.
Yeah,
I often do that. Why'd you guys move to Providence?
we actually moved from Schenectady to Providence when I was like 2, and my parents were just looking to get like work in a different area because there was just nothing for my parents. Because my dad's an opera singer, my mom's a master seamstress, so there was like really nothing in the area for them. And basically, my dad wanted to go to Boston University to get his master's so that he could start getting paid more and start teaching on a professional level. So he moved there for that. He went to BU while my parents lived with my grandmother in Providence, and they just, ground out their time there, and we just stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you sing?
Not on any professional level. I sound pretty good in the car. I sound good in the shower, that sort of thing. And people have told me I have like a decent voice, but like I know that I cannot sing Christmas carols to save my life. I don't know what it is about the cadence of them, but it just sounds so bad. Like
they're annoying to
yeah.
me. So
oh, okay, yeah. I've always enjoyed them because my dad has sung them, and I've been to like a lot of churches because he's sang for churches specifically.
Yeah.
And it sounds beautiful when he does it, but I just have like no ability to sing them. I think it's because there's not usually like if it's a song that I'm listening to, I can sing to that.
Yeah.
But if it's like essentially like karaoke, there's no way. Like
karaoke. I need somebody to carry me.
Yeah.
Like I need to be in the background.
Yeah. The oohs and
Just
the
drunk.
ahs. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't drink anymore, so karaoke is
Same,
probably
yeah.
something that's too difficult for me now.
Yeah. I've tried it a couple times, and both times I was just like, nah, this is terrible. Like I used to play Rock Band with my friend, though. That's as close as I get. So
I don't know if I played Rock Band. I played Guitar Hero.
okay. It's pretty similar, though.
I thought that was like the coolest thing, right?
Yeah. And Dance Revolution, I played so much of
You
that in high
did?
school. Yeah.
At the arcade?
Sometimes at the arcade, but my like giant goth boots would not like hit they were too wide for the steps.
Yeah.
So it was just like it wouldn't work super well.
I'm just obviously not coordinated because I'll just fall.
They have bars for that.
The funny thing is like I did cheer in high school. So I don't know.
I went to a lot of raves in high school, so I was more about that. Like
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, a lot of like rave music inspired the beginning of my work. In my jewelry work in college.
Cool.
I was just using like a lot of neon colors and acrylic, actually, like neon acrylics in my pieces, and I would like bend them to make like forms like necklaces and stuff like that.
Oh, snap.
So, yeah, but I mean, I don't really use any of that stuff now, but
Yeah.
I do like incorporating a lot of those like really vibrant kind of colors in my gemstones.
I was actually thinking about it earlier. I was like, I need what stone is that like neon like poison yellow?
Oh yeah, luag.
Luag.
Yeah, it's like lithium aluminum garnet or something like that.
That's cool.
Yes, it's created in a lab specifically for like corrective lens work. I don't remember. I always think of it kind of like Sting from Lord of the Rings, where it just like glows when orcs are near, but in this case it's glowing whenever you're near radiation.
You were born in New York.
Born in New York.
Moved to Providence.
Yep.
Your dad's an opera singer. Your mom is a costumer. That must have been cool, like having that kind of eclectic job from your parents.
Yeah, I think in some ways it probably encouraged me to do whatever I wanted as far as art. And when I first was in college and I was like, oh, I want to be an actor, they're like, okay, but like, we support you. So, and then when I changed my major like 7 different times, they were all for everything that I did. But then when I went into jewelry, they were like, okay,
that makes sense.
He can make money with this. That's that's fine.
Yeah. Did you ever do something in college that was like more traditional, or was it all arts?
If I could do it over again and art wasn't an option, I think I would probably go into like marine biology.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe like archaeology. Like those are things I've been fascinated
Indiana
by.
Jones.
Yes, absolutely. Like Indiana Jones for sure. But marine biology was just so interesting to me. I think the ocean is terrifying
Yeah,
and
it is
fascinating
super
at the same
creepy.
time. So like, and outer space too, like anything that's just mysterious.
I
And
don't
like,
like to think
you
about
know,
space. It's
it's
so
so
weird.
scary. Yeah.
I don't like thinking about it.
It's like,
We're just floating on a rock,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I hate that.
The idea
It,
of black holes is so scary, right?
yeah.
Like, well, the way that science makes it seem is like we're just gonna get sucked up
And
into
the
a black hole
movies,
at,
yeah.
yeah, at any point in time. It could
Yeah.
just happen. But it's like, oh, that'll happen in like a billion years, so we're
I wonder
fine.
if they got any good gemstones in those.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I mean? This is made out of a star
Yeah.
from a different galaxy.
Unobtainium.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Before you started jewelry, did it even click that like Providence used to be the jewelry capital of the world?
It's actually really funny that you asked that because people would talk about it all the time when I was growing up. I knew a ton of people in the jewelry industry, mostly in like fashion,
Yeah.
like costume jewelry kind of stuff. So it never occurred to me that I would go into it. And I look back at like all these moments in my life. Like in high school, I did a report on the jewelry industry, not even like connecting. Like it wasn't until like I was 21 that I decided to get into jewelry.
That's crazy.
So yeah, but
The universe was like, you need to
yeah,
be a jeweler.
for real. Like, yeah.
So we're going to keep telling you about it.
Yeah. There were just like so many people like that. Like after I got into jewelry, they were like, my, like not aunt, but she's close enough that it feels like she's one of my aunts, and like friends of my parents who supported their opera business and my mom's seamstress work. And they just happened to be in the jewelry industry too. And it was just so funny that there were all these connections that I was able to make when I was
Yeah.
older that I had the entire time.
Yeah, that's
So,
really cool.
yeah.
When did you figure out, that your style of jewelry making, or I guess aesthetic, was like gothic?
So that wasn't until I was in grad school. I think this is a really interesting part of my journey, because when I got to grad school, I was making a lot of like those acrylic pieces and very futuristic looking stuff. And my grandmother passed away when I was in grad school. And that triggered something in me to start making work about mourning and just how we, as human culture, have mourned lost loved ones for centuries. So I started making reliquaries. And my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, was like, you just need to go like darker with your work, just oxidize things and just like work with really gothic kind of imagery. So I started looking at that more, and the campus at UMass Dartmouth where I went was all brutalist architecture. So that started to influence a lot of my work too. So I was using like really dark textures and oxidized surfaces to create like really textured and dark surfaces. And a lot of my work ended up being like very brutalist and like huge and like chunky pieces with a lot of accented details later on. So I think you've seen some of my pieces with like all the gemstones around them. Those pieces were so part of my process was like meditation and how I could use that to work through mourning.
Yeah.
So because I was not taking my grandmother's passing very well. I was devastated, and it was just such a weird time because I was learning, I was adapting to my new style, but also mourning and figuring out how I could help other people while I was still doing that.
Yeah.
So I was just meditating a lot. I was doing a lot of yoga and just trying to figure out my own process as I was doing it, which I think is a good way to work.
Yeah, it's really cool because the arts are healing.
Yeah.
And so I feel like you were still in the right place
I think so.
at the right time, which is super fascinating when you think about how you ended up in jewelry.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's very true. And that style just sort of carried after I got out of grad school. I just jumped into making those kinds of pieces all the time, but as more like one-of-a-kind pieces, limited like releases of them. And so now I don't make as many pieces like that, but I try to do it at least like a few times a year. I'll drop like a few pieces that are dedicated to that ideology of like mourning and meditation and just taking time to be, I don't want to say conscious, but just cognizant of what you're experiencing.
Yeah, I really like the brutalist. I mean, I like all of them.
Thanks.
Because I really like the brutalist architecture anyway.
Yeah.
Something about that.
The thing about brutalist architecture that I started to appreciate was it was intended for experiencing sunsets, oddly enough.
Really?
And yeah, so because a lot of it's just cement or concrete, the sun reflects off of it in a way that just turns the whole campus, like for UMass, orange in just a gorgeous way. So everything just lights up just before like twilight when sunset's happening, and it's just beautiful. And I just thought that was really interesting because
yeah, I didn't know that.
A lot of brutalist architecture is all about being contemplative and taking moments to appreciate different small aspects of the architecture itself. So super annoying, but also kind of a nice like little offshoot of brutalist architecture. They would make all the steps like really wide or long.
Yeah, it is annoying.
And the idea for that is that you take your time when you're taking the steps so that you are conscious every single step that you take, which is
Never knew
really
that.
Annoying, but
yeah, it's
annoying.
Annoying.
Kind of a nice concept. So
yeah. I mean, maybe they should tell people.
yeah. This is why.
yeah. But I'm like one of those people that needs to know why.
Yeah. I liked the campus a lot. There were a lot of like alcoves and just like spaces where you could just be by yourself. Like there'd just be like random couches in a corner that no one would ever be in, but you could be there and you could take time to yourself. And it's kind of weird to think that would be what would help my work because it was so like gothic, but the two styles just blended really well, I think.
Yeah, I love them. Obviously.
Appreciate it.
So you start making jewelry, you start making gothic jewelry. Are you out of college by then?
Yes. So it was like just before COVID happened, I was graduating, and I graduated like the year COVID was just like rampant. So I was at home and just making the work. I graduated and I just like started I had my Etsy going the whole time. I didn't really have my own website yet. And I was like, well, I think it's time to like break away from Etsy because they were talking about doing like all these fees and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll do a website. I'll keep the Etsy, but I'll focus on the website. So during that time, I was like posting all the time on Instagram, like really trying to grow my social following. And I mean, I just went from there. And COVID actually really helped my business just because people were at home shopping, and I was able to start because of that.
I'm so fascinated. Nice. Like literally every single person I talked to is like blossomed during COVID.
Yeah,
I was taking antidepressants.
Yeah, I mean that's not. That's not unexpected. I feel like a lot of people were
it was like
going through that.
It was a canon event in my life for sure. But no, I love it because you took the time that was like, what else were we going to do, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was like develop my art, or I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah.
And you were selling it too, so you had to live off of it. So
exactly.
That's crazy. I feel like you've been doing this a million years.
Since 2020, I think is when I started my Julian II brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What was it called before?
Oh my God. I went through so many iterations.
Yeah.
I was, my first shop was Jade Silver Crafting, but I realized
that doesn't match.
No, not at all. But it was because my World of Warcraft character's name was Jade. Nice. So I was like, I want to bring this, bring this in somehow.
Mine is called Ray.
Nice.
Or Creep with like, but it's KHRAEEEEP.
So Jade was spelled JEID because Jade was taken.
Yeah.
So everyone was like Jade, and I was like, oh my God, obviously it's Jade, guys. Like,
get it right.
Yeah, don't you know how to read? So yeah, that was like the bane of my experience. But and after that it was rare metal, but it was METTLE instead of the word metal, like jewelry metal.
Yeah.
I thought I was being funny. And I changed that. I did like dark blue studios for like a year in college. And then after I graduated, I was like, all right, Julian the second. My grandfather or great grandfather is Julian the first, and he's not alive anymore. So I became the second.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really like it. It's an artist kind of name, so I just thought I'd roll with it.
No, it's
And it was-
awesome. It fits so well
I
with your
appreciate that.
brand.
Some days I'm like, oh, I should just change it to something else because like
No,
it doesn't make any
never.
sense. So,
Never.
yeah.
Don't ever change
I mean, I
it.
have the tattoo, so like I feel like
Yeah, you can.
yeah, kind of stuck with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You formed that during COVID?
Yeah.
Jeez. It's such an epic name. I thought it was around forever. It's really great.
I've just always wanted to be a household name in
Yeah.
some capacity, and that's why I wanted to do theater because I thought like I'd be in movies and stuff. So when I gave that up, I was like, all right, Julian second. It's like it's me, it's my brand. Let me just lean into it as hard as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And you know, some of my social medias I have like jewelry at the end of it, but on Instagram it's just Julian the second because
Yeah.
I was like, it's concise, it's me.
Yeah. It's
And a lot of
perfect.
the time people are like, who the hell is this guy? Like and then they're like, oh, he makes jewelry? Like,
Yeah.
okay. But it doesn't matter to me,
No.
like as long as it's iconic at the
It
end
is.
of the day.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. And obviously your work backs it up. I mean,
I try. Thanks.
you know, you're not like Julian the second shit posting memes. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, some days when I'm just like at a loss, I'm like meme.
no, but I mean, like, you
Yeah.
don't have a meme account.
Yeah.
At what point did you start doing markets?
That was something I dabbled in when I was in college,
Mhm.
and they were just like so bad. Like I would just hardly make any money at all, so I just gave them up for a long time.
Yeah.
And then when I got out of grad school, I was like, I'm still never doing markets, and I got into one of the ones in Salem. I don't even
Mhm.
remember how I got in there, but because it's tough to
Yeah.
get your way in there. It's very insular sometimes. So when I was finally able to get into one of the markets, my work was like, I think I must have had like at least 10,000 followers on Instagram, which like helped
Yeah.
because it gives you like clout, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that helped me get my foot in the door. And then I just started doing like 1 or 2 a year. And I've sort of stuck with that. I think we did 4 this year so far. I have one coming up on the 4th this weekend.
Oh, so we're at.
Yeah, it's at Mills 58. It's
Oh,
the
okay.
Hollowstide Market. So it's not Salem. I suppose it's like Peabody, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I like how you said it the way that I think it should be said and not Peabody.
Peabody.
I hate that word. I've said that so many times on this podcast.
That's so funny.
Oh, doesn't it make you mad to have to say it like that?
Yeah, because it's like you don't need to say it like that.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
Give me a break. It's Peabody. Freaks.
You're about to get a cease and desist from the
I know,
city of
right?
Peabody.
I
know.
Oh, well. They're the ones that have to say it all the time.
Yeah, I know, right?
I feel bad for them,
Yeah.
honestly. Sorry, you guys. Sucks that your town has a stupid name.
Yeah. Change your dumb name.
So I don't remember where we first met.
I think it was at the Nocturne show.
Probably.
Or I believe it was Nocturne because you came up and you bought a piece.
Oh yeah, that
And-
sword necklace.
Yes, yeah. And
Yeah.
you introduced yourself, and I was like, cool. And you said you were like working on a space where you were going to have artists, and you
Yeah.
were trying to like just sort of network. And then I think you came to every other one of my shows in Salem. So
My bad.
no, it was
It's
great.
kind of creepy.
You kept buying stuff, and I was like, this is awesome.
It's so funny because like people be like, I've been seeing you a lot lately, and I'm like, well, sometimes I come out
Yeah.
to shop. Apparently,
I think it was good. Like you were putting yourself out there because you were
Yeah.
new to the area, right? For us, it was Nikki who got me into Salem. Like she got us into Nocturne.
that's awesome.
Just like by happenstance because she was buying stuff from them all the time.
Yeah,
And she was like, oh yeah, my husband makes jewelry. They're like, wait, what? And she was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is some of his stuff. And they're like, yeah, he needs to have his work in here
Yeah.
like right now. And it worked out really nicely because
Yeah.
I hate putting myself like out there like that and being like, hey, like look at my work. We should definitely have it here. It's just awkward.
Well, I actually was going to talk to you about this. I have someone I need you to get in contact with
Okay.
about your jewelry. So,
Yeah, I'm actually looking to pick up more stockists. So that would be great.
yeah.
If that's what they're
I
doing.
know somebody.
Yeah, sweet.
And
I
they
appreciate
looked
that.
at your work and they're like, yeah.
Awesome.
And we'll see.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you, I don't know what you do your thing, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking for more stockists. I would love to just try to pick up like a bunch more around
Yeah.
New England and the area. Right now, we just have Nocturne and the Adventurer's Supply in New York, which is it's such a cool shop, though.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, so they do like medieval armor and swords.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so they make armor. They have like a beautiful set of
What's it
knight's
called?
armor. The Adventurer's Supply. Okay, they make like leather gear and they make metal gear. So I mean, yeah, check them out. But they
Yeah, you do.
so this place is so cool. One of the coolest parts about this place that I love is they have gift cards that are actual metal coins.
Oh,
That are
nice.
the value of whatever the gift card is.
I would
so
lose that shit so
yeah, I know,
fast.
right? So they'll do like a copper or bronze coin for like a certain dollar amount. Same thing for sterling, and they have gold ones too. So like for
Nice.
like big gift cards. So if you just like bring that, that's your gift card, and it's worth something to
Sick.
them. So yeah, just really fun because it feels very thematic,
Yeah.
which I like.
And that's in New York City,
Brooklyn, yeah.
Brooklyn. So you have a market coming up this weekend in Salem, which will be after the fact, obviously,
Yeah.
on here. What else? Do you do the December markets at all?
Yep. Yeah, we have one coming up in December. It's one of the Witch City Wicks markets.
Mm.
I cannot remember what it's called off the top of my head, but
It's in the old
yeah.
hall,
Yeah,
right up
Old Town
Hall.
Hall. Yeah, I believe it might be on the 13th.
Of just
I can
December.
check. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Also, you guys don't sleep on going to Salem in the wintertime. It's really cool.
Yeah, that's one of the best times. I
Yeah.
think, just because it gets really pretty when there's snow,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually have events all year round.
Yeah.
Like for the Valentine's Day, they always do those like ice sculptures and stuff.
Oh,
and,
yeah. You have those markets coming up. You go live on TikTok all the time.
Yep, Mondays. And now we started doing Wednesdays and Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's been it's been cool. Nikki does a lot of the vintage jewelry,
Yeah.
and I try to like make as many pieces as I can of my own to bring to the lives when I don't have them on the site or ship them off to my stockists.
Yeah. So you buy metal from somewhere, right? And then you have a concept.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when you send it to the caster?
So
Or you have to make
that's a good
casts?
question. Usually what I'm doing is modeling in CAD,
Mhm.
and then I'll 3D print it on my printer, and I can directly cast from my prints with my caster. So they're like just a metal foundry that basically invests and then pours
Yeah.
the metal for me, which makes my life so much easier.
Yeah.
And it allows me to like get a lot more done because they can be doing that while I'm working on new pieces, and I'll get those old pieces back and I'll polish them and finish them, and then I'll ship those out or like post them on my site.
Mhm.
And in the meantime, they get me the next batch, and it's just very cyclical like that.
Do you have to print individual like for casting, or is it they just have that master?
That's actually another good question. So some pieces that I make, I do individual prints for,
Mhm.
especially if they're something that I'm like, well, I only sell like 5 of these, maybe a year or something like that. So I won't mold it.
Yeah.
And a mold will allow me to produce like 1,000 of them. So that just doesn't make sense for that.
Yeah.
But I like to also do variations. So I'll just like print a lot of variations of the same thing. And that way I can do one of a kinds of those.
Mhm.
But for the most part, if it's like a mainstay piece that I have on my site or I've been making for years, I'll get a mold of that made, and my caster will just mold from that, and they'll do like 10 at a time for me, for example.
Nice.
So, yeah.
What about your stones?
So that's a great question too. I have a local gem dealer that I work with. They're in Uxbridge, actually, which is like half an hour away from me. So I like to
Yeah.
go to their store in person, and I'll just shop there. But you have to be in the industry in order to get in. But they're a small
Ooh.
family-run operation. They've been doing it for years, and they have like $14,000 aquamarines, for example. Like they let me hold one. I was just like, this is like my rent for, for like, 6 months or whatever. Like, this is insane. And they have
That's
like,
wild.
like garnets that only cost like $10 or something like that. So like the range that they have is crazy, but they're, some of their stones are just so gorgeous to look at. It's fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
You don't ever think about what's in your backyard. Like
Right.
somebody in that town may not even know that exists.
Yeah. I mean, I think we talked about it. They've been doing it for so long. And I think we talked about the Goonies earlier.
Yeah.
And like that is what it feels like that scene where they have all the gemstones in their hand. Like that's what that place feels like to me. When I was a kid, seeing the Goonies movie was like pivotal to me as an artist, I feel like, because I always reference that one moment at the end where they have like the handful of all those like plastic gemstones. But as a kid, seeing that, I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like
Epic.
hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stones. So I was like, I want that. I want to do that. Whatever that
Yeah.
is that gets me to be able to have a handful of gemstones, that's what I want. So
How does Cyndi Lauper come into it?
so I love that Goonies song that she did.
Oh, yeah,
But,
that's right.
but we actually saw her in concert for her going away tour, whatever she's doing. She was doing a tour, and we were in Ohio, and we got to see her perform live, which was really cool.
Do you have any advice for a young come up jeweler?
I'm sure I have so much to say. So I have a very different upbringing as a jeweler because I went to school and then I went to the industry. So I didn't get to talk about this yet, but I worked at Tiffany's for a year and a half.
You did?
Yeah, setting diamonds, and that was grueling and soul sucking. Can I say that on camera?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it was just brutal, and like my hands would like hurt all the time, and but I got very fast at cleaning
Setting
up jewelry,
stones.
setting stones. Yeah, it made me very quick. So when I got to grad school, I
So
was
they're
just
like
banging
pumping
work.
out.
Yeah,
Is there a factory around here?
yeah, in Cumberland. Yeah, Cumberland, Rhode Island. So
Oh,
it
that
was-
makes sense because
yeah.
of Rhode Island's
yeah, jewelry
history.
capital.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have a factory there. They have one in like New York, and they have the store in New York, but they have a factory in New York too. But
People are still buying that stuff.
yeah, people still buy it. Some of their stuff is like crazy expensive too. Like
I mean, just one stupid ring that's
yeah.
silver is really expensive. I saw a cuff, like a silver cuff, and it was like 15 grand. I'm like, okay, never mind.
they make a paperclip. Last I checked, it cost $100 or
Could you
$120
imagine?
for a sterling
That's
silver paperclip.
I'm not gonna find that paperclip ever.
Yeah.
As soon as I get it, it's gone.
Yeah.
You might as well just burn $100.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the only thing I can think of is like maybe a gift for a CEO or something like that. Like, but when are they using paper clips?
Nobody's using that shit.
Yeah.
Nobody is using that.
Yeah.
Maybe as a chain on a necklace, something
Maybe.
stupid.
Yeah. It just says like Tiffany Co. That's all they need.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
That's what I
So you
wanna-
were setting stones. Did it feel like just nonstop?
Yeah. Yeah. Everything was timed.
I didn't want to say a sweatshop, but timed as efficient, lean
yeah.
manufacturing.
They had engineers like constantly
Yeah.
checking our times and like making sure we could be as efficient as possible. They had cameras everywhere, which made sense because like you're handling gold and
Oh
diamonds.
yeah.
And
It's not even something I would think about because I've worked in a lot of different manufacturing facilities. And yeah, I mean, for me, it was like cameras around like safety. But yeah,
this felt very
jewelry.
Orwellian. It was like
Yeah.
1984. Like you were just a number. You
Yeah.
clocked in, you clocked out. But like anytime you clocked into a job, you had to like scan your card, and you were just like the number, blah blah blah. And
Well, that
you know,
happens.
yeah,
That, to be honest, is a very good manufacturing process. So I can't knock over that.
oh, I'm sure it is, but
Yeah.
it didn't feel good.
No,
you know.
no.
So
It doesn't because it's
yeah.
like, okay, who fucked this up?
Yeah.
Julian.
Oh my god, dude! I smashed
Call
so
him
many
in.
diamonds.
Call him
Sorry,
in from home.
Tiffany's. Like,
Oh,
they have
yeah.
insurance; they're fine.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, I wasn't doing it on purpose. I just was learning. You know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They didn't give you like a shitty one to try. Like,
No, they start you off like right away with like nice diamonds. Like all their diamonds
No.
are just nice quality. So
yeah.
yeah, they must have like the pick of all of them first because every single one of their diamonds was just super nice. And I had hated diamonds until I started working for them. And I was like, oh, this is why people care about them because they were gorgeous.
I don't even know why. Like, I don't give a shit about a diamond. And the thing is like, are they even valuable? You know what I mean? Or we just place, you know what I mean?
It was a heavy marketing campaign
Yeah.
by one company that tried to like push diamonds to be like the most sought after stone.
Yeah.
And like, yes, they're hard, but really they're like pretty common.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're not really worth anything more than what they've inflated the value to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say that should be?
Like the most valuable kind of stone? I mean, there's that's a good question. I guess like a lot of the stones that are harder to find, like personally, I find that stones like tanzanite are more interesting. Alexandrite, stuff that does something. It color changes. It has more like interesting shades and hues, whereas diamonds are just kind of like standard because they're sought after for their standard. I find that that's really boring. And I think that stones that are harder to find, like, again, tanzanite, for example, you can't get any new tanzanite because it's all been mined out. So, like, that's just going to go up in value. And eventually they will be more valuable than diamonds. So, yeah, invest in tanzanite.
Yeah.
But
trade in your crypto.
Yeah. Trading your crypto for tanzanite. I mean, gemstones are interesting because it's both gemstones and crystals. They only go up in value. They've never gone down in value. So like, you know, the giant quartz crystal towers, those are just going to keep going up. I bought one for like $100. It's worth like 500 now. And it's been like, 10 years or something like that.
Dang.
So yeah, they just keep going up. So that's where you want to invest your money. All the witches investing in crystals, they're doing something right. So
yeah, no kidding. I need to do that and just insure them or like get them all around the house.
Yeah, just like the giant crystal like, towers and stuff.
Don't touch that.
That's my retirement.
Stocks.
Yeah. So I did the Tiffany's thing for about a year and a half. I worked there, and then I moved to working for as a model maker. I was still working on Tiffany's stuff, but I also worked on David Yurman's stuff at another company in Rhode Island. And so I was doing like model making for them. So like cleaning up all their masters.
Like CAD and stuff?
No, I was, so they would print them and cast them and I would make them look perfect so that they could be molded.
So that's a good pathway because you were able to fuck shit up on someone else's time. You know what I mean? First.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't have to like learn the hard way on my own stuff. I suppose that's a good way to look at it. But yeah, so I had all that experience in the industry. I got really fast. I got precise. And then I went to grad school and I took all that I learned and I was just like fast in grad school. I made so much work when I was there. Like for every one piece that my fellow makers would make, I'd make like 10. So not that like number is important, but I was able
you just got used to it.
I was able to iterate through all my ideas really fast. So we diatribed from what you asked me originally, which was what advice I have. So I was going to say working in the industry is great because it gets you those skills that you need to be good and fast. So that, and again, you don't have to spend the money and time on your own stuff messing up. You can
could you imagine?
Learn. And also you get steady pay, which is great as a jeweler. Because as an artist, it can be really tough, especially if you're just starting out. So if you're getting experience and you're getting paid well, I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I went to college for jewelry, which I would encourage people to do if you can find a program for it. A lot of people are like self-taught now, and there's like a lot of influencers who try to like teach people. I feel like the scope of their skills is not going to be as encompassing as like a college program will be. Or if they're in the industry, that's only going to get you like a certain set of skills too. Because usually they just want you to do one thing. But if you can do both, that'll get you like a really well-rounded education in jewelry. And then you can just start going from there.
Yeah. And you can also just develop yourself as an artist more in school.
Yeah. That was the nice thing about being in an art program for jewelry was that they were pushing me to go high concept. And I also had the skill set to do everything like really meticulously and to a high degree of detail. And I think that's just like for me, that would be what I would recommend everyone. But I have taught a lot of people from the ground up, intro level jewelry classes and things like that. And when you're doing it at a level that's not in college, you just sort of have to allow for imperfections, and you have to encourage people to just learn as they go. Because a lot of the people I'm teaching are adults who are either retired, or sometimes they'd be people who are younger, but they're professionals, like they're doing like a job at a science center, or like they work in a factory that makes medical supplies and stuff like that. So they don't have like any art background at all, but they need an outlet.
Yeah.
So I would be there to encourage them.
That's at the bench in Rhode Island?
Yep. Yeah.
Do you do it anywhere else?
Not anymore.
Do you still do those classes?
Yes, I teach wax carving workshops and full length, like 6-week classes at the bench.
You have any coming up?
Yes, in November. I should have another, believe it's just like a 2-day workshop. So like, I think it'll be on like a Tuesday on each of the 2 weeks, where we carve one day and we finish a piece, and then I bring it to the caster, and then we have it for finishing on the next Tuesday. So you come out of the class very quickly with a piece right away.
Like a ring, or?
Yeah, usually it's a ring. Yeah. I do a 6-week where we learn how to carve a ring in a bunch of different ways. So we do like a stone setting, we do like a regular ring without a band that's more like a signet ring, and then I let them do just like whatever they want. And then I have a 2.0 class where it's like focusing on pendant carving, so you're doing more 3-dimensional carving. And then everyone takes their piece and we get a mold made, and we all get castings made for every other person in the class. So we all trade at the end, and everyone gets like 8 different unique pieces. So it's really
everybody
fun.
gets one.
Yeah.
Okay. Or wait.
Everybody makes their own,
Yeah.
and then they all trade each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what if you really like your piece?
Oh, you still get it.
I
Yeah.
was sort of about to be like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then like that would suck, because like if you just everybody switched and then
Right,
you didn't
yeah.
like,
Then you never get your own thing. No, yeah.
and you're like,
I
oh,
thought
I don't like this.
it'd be nice if everyone could get a copy of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I
It was a
wanna
fun
do
class.
that.
We did it last year, I think, or something like that, and it was really successful. I had some students who took the Wax 1 class, and they made all these extra pieces in their spare time too. So they ended up having like 40 pieces by the end of the class, which is insane, right? Like
Dang.
they were just working as hard as possible to make as much as possible.
Are these like at night?
Yep. Yeah. 6 to 9 at night at the Bench RI.
I might need to do that.
I highly
Sounds
encourage
fun.
it. It's fun.
Is it during
yeah.
the winter?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
winter sucks. So
Yeah,
I need something
I know,
to do.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wicked chill. We just like come, we carve, and there's always like, cause it's a studio space with lots of like other studios on top of it, sort of like the mill building you were in before.
Mhm.
And there's a DJ just above us, and they'll just like blast beats like all night while we're carving. It's very chill.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you mentor people in the business? As I notice you know a lot.
So I do occasional mentoring.
Yeah.
I do like private lessons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And usually that's like a lot of it's consulting.
Yeah.
They just ask me like what the process should be for stuff. It's not actually like a lot of making.
Yeah. Or
and
like back end crap.
Yeah,
Because I feel like
yeah.
you guys do a lot of cool stuff. You have your socials down, you
Yeah.
got lives down, you got invoicing down, you got all this stuff
Yeah.
down. That's why to me I was like, you must have been doing this like on your own for much more than like COVID, because
Yeah. Well, I had all those businesses before, but
Yeah.
I was in college at the same time. So I was
Yeah.
just like,
Didn't have
selling
time.
a piece here and there. Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't have time to make it like a full-time thing.
yeah.
But now, it is. And yeah, I had to learn all that stuff on the way. But a lot of artists don't really realize or don't invest themselves in social media as much as they should,
Yeah.
I feel like. And a lot of the time, my conversations with other jewelers and artists are just like, oh, it's like too much work. And I'm like, dude, you got to do it though. Like, it's
Yeah.
a free platform where you can just post all your stuff. Like, it makes no sense not to be using social
Yeah,
media.
and people love watching, like transformation
Yeah.
videos and process
Yeah.
videos, because that's like my brain rot. I love
Mhm.
it.
I don't do any of that posting though. I don't post any of my how it's made. kind of
Even
stuff.
still, like you're
Yeah.
just what you're working on.
Yeah.
Still good
Yeah.
enough.
I usually show the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
And the only reason I don't post the making of is because so many other people are already doing it,
Yeah.
and they're doing it well.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I need to also be doing that same
Yeah,
thing. But
that's true.
I completely agree with you. Like it's something really fun to watch because I like watching other people's
Yeah.
processes. And then I judge hard,
Yeah. See, that's why I love it because I don't know shit about it.
Yeah.
So, but other stuff, I'm like, that's actually not true.
Yeah. I'm like, when I see a certain tool being used, I'm like so triggered sometimes. I'm just like, oh no, why are you using that? That rocker is not meant to be.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like nuanced jewelry nerd stuff. And yeah, personally, I'm just like, oh.
So you don't have to go to like gem shows and stuff.
No. I do occasionally. I like to go sometimes, but a lot of the time they don't have. They have like one of a kind stones, which is great if you're making like a unique piece.
Yeah.
But usually I'm trying to make the same piece a bunch of times for production. So I need to have stones specially cut, or I'll get a specific calibrated stone specifically because it's the same exact design. And people want to have it look exactly how it looks in the picture. So I need to make it look like that.
So you design it all in Rhode Island, and then you also manufacture. You have all your suppliers are in Rhode Island, or you got to
pretty much, yeah. So my casters are all in Rhode Island. There's a couple of them, and they do all the metal pouring for me, and then the gemstone dealer Uxbridge, close to Rhode Island. It's Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I try to keep it as local as I can.
Yeah, because you got to go get it.
Yeah.
Or pay shipping, which sucks.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I do use one main company for like a lot of my raw, like sheet and wire and stuff like that. But for the most part, because I'm doing a lot of cast work, it's all local. And I really like trying to keep the money within the local economies.
Yeah,
if I
especially because you have like decades and generations of experience with jewelers in that area.
Yeah.
Did you have any trouble like finding your supply chain, or was that pretty easy?
Because I went to school for it, they already had like connections with a lot of the casters and gem dealers and stuff like that. So it was actually pretty easy.
That's good.
Yeah, I think one of my teachers referred me to my gem dealer, and one of my teachers for casting gave us my caster. And then
dealer. That sounds so like
I know.
mafia coded.
I know. Yeah.
It's got to go to my gem dealer.
Yeah, I'm always like, yeah, I got a guy for that. Like, whatever that is. Yeah.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah, it's been handy just having like a local community.
Yeah.
And like the bench has always been something I've been involved in. My friend Patrick, who runs it, he's been doing it for like over 10 years. And I was in his first space with him renting a bench. And so I've known him forever.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so we've like I've helped him grow, and he's helped me grow, and it's just been really nice to have that connection.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I want to go see how something's poured.
Oh, the metal pours?
Yeah,
you can likely you can get that to happen. They usually start at like 6 a.m., so you're already up. But
are they like big places?
Harrison's is very small. They have like maybe like 10 people running in their operation. It's a small family run thing. That's my main caster in Johnston. And I believe that they do tours. Usually it's for classes and stuff like that, but they do tours for private artists and stuff.
I just love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anything that's got a process and that is art related.
It's a cool process too.
I love it.
Yeah.
I recently went to a fabric mill. That's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it's crazy looking.
I've only seen like the old like looms.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I don't know, it was just shit everywhere. You know, when you have this idea in your mind, I don't know what I thought, but it was not that. These like machines with all these little legs and like strings and shits. I'm like, that's wild.
Crazy.
It was.
Yeah.
Just right down the road. So the bench. Look for those classes. Look for the markets in Salem.
Yep.
Do you do anything outside of Salem in market wise?
Not really. Because our best audience has been in Salem. We used to do like, Providence Flea, stuff like that, but the audience there is just like, it wasn't making me money.
Oh yeah, the Oddities Expo.
Oh, we did do the Oddities Expo. That was in Rhode Island, and that was really good. It was a lot of fun. Some of the
spent too much money there.
Yeah,
I went to both like an idiot. Well, because I have friends in Providence and I live in Massachusetts, so it's like I went to
We have
both.
different artists for both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the same ones I think travel, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Some of
Did
the
you
same.
did you see the giant giraffe head?
Yeah. Who's buying that stuff?
Someone did. They were walking off with it like crazy.
Well, whenever something says like ethically sourced, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, and I
Yeah.
don't want to know.
It died in my arms gently.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything you want from the community? You gotta just come see you at the market in Salem. Check out your website,
Yeah.
which I'll
Follow
link.
me on Instagram.
Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah. It's Julian the Second on Instagram, Julian the Second Jewelry on TikTok. And I mean, I believe in omnipresence, so I'm on pretty much every social media.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Check the show notes on where to find Julian. And if you're a stockist, check out his work. Maybe you want to carry it in the store. Until next time, happy Halloween. Bye.